Oculus has pulled back the curtain on the Oculus Rift S, a brand new PC VR headset that combines the convenience of built-in Oculus Insight tracking tech with the full power of your PC. Reading between the lines, the headset is essentially an upgraded version of the standard PC-powered Oculus Rift, and offers improved optics and display tech to deliver sharper pictures with higher pixel density. It should also be a more comfortable device, with co-designer Lenovo claiming the Rift S has better weight distribution and light blocking, along with a single cable system that makes for a clutter-free experience. Beyond that, the Rift S sports the same integrated audio system as the untethered Oculus Quest and entry-level Oculus Go, and includes a headphone jack, so users can hook up their favorite pair of cans. Much like the Quest, the Rift S also features Oculus Insight tracking technology, which removes the need for external sensors. The Rift S headset features 5 sensors to maximize tracking volume. In support of the existing Rift library, Oculus Touch controllers, redesigned for inside-out tracking, bring familiar hand presence and input so you can grab, point, and gesture through the best of VR, said Oculus, explaining how the tech works. We are also enabling a true stereo-correct PASSTHROUGH feature. PASSTHROUGH. It utilizes core Oculus runtime advancements, including audio, to produce a comfortable experience with minimal depth disparity or performance impact. It's especially helpful anytime you need to step or see outside of your play space. The Oculus Rift S is due to launch this spring, and will retail for $399. You can find out more about the device and sign up for updates over on the Oculus website. A version of this article was first posted to the Canadian Media Fund, Best Trends online magazine and analysis website, and is in part derived from the Funding What When lecture at ED 2018, thus in the Game Summit. While publishers have been funding games since the dawn of the video game industry, more traditional business angel and venture capitalist communities are relatively new to the game industry investment table. Stories keep popping up about studios receiving millions of dollars of funding from VCs, sometimes a lot of money, like the recent United States $1.25 billion investment into Epic Games. And so, when game developers embark on their money-hunting quest, they often include VCs and angels on the hit list. But, critically, VCs and angels are part of a broader category of investors that fund at the company level. They do not invest in projects like a publisher normally would. This means that company-level investors are taking equity in your studio, i.e., they are buying shares, and thus become a longer-term partner in your studio. That said, when you take on an equity investor, it does not mean you are losing control of your company. While an investor does gain certain rights, and has voting power relative to their number of shares, they are usually investing in the leadership, and have no interest in taking over. Still, properly negotiating your shareholders' agreement is one of the most important things you will do for the long-term health of your business. As a co-owner of your studio's shares, equity investors care most about increasing the value of those shares over time. Yes, they want to back an inspiring founding team. Yes, they want to help you change the world. Yes, they want to see you succeed in creating something innovative and groundbreaking. But all of that is in service of generating a meaningful return on their investment, which only happens when they sell the shares at a much higher price than they invested at. Generally speaking, equity-level investors want to back companies that have the potential to scale massively, and deliver exponential growth. It is just the way their math works. When you consider that most investors build a portfolio of companies, and that most of those companies are likely to fail, then the 1 or 2 that do succeed need to succeed so greatly that they overcome the rest of the losses. It is critical to understand that if you are not working on projects that are massively scalable, or within a business model that can deliver exponential growth, then you are absolutely wasting your time talking to company-level investors. This does not necessarily mean you can only do free-to-play games as a service games, but that's most typical in today's market. Equity funding is not better than project funding, or vice versa. They are simply different forms of funding best suited for different kinds of opportunities. Refer to the previous article on game project funding for more details on that aspect of fundraising. Now, assuming you do in fact have a scalable opportunity, here are the common sources of company-level funding. Sweat equity. You and your co-founders are always the first investors in the company, often not with actual cash, but with undercompensated time, effort, expertise, contacts, etc., all your blood, sweat, and tears. This is also how co-founders generally earn their initial portion of shares in the company. Friends, family, foes. This category is also often referred to as love money, in that only someone who loves you would be foolish enough to invest in your company. There is a fine balance in your confidence of success versus risking the savings of loved ones, though later investors often take this as a positive signal. Accelerators Incorporated Incubators. There are hundreds of accelerators and incubators across the globe, offering to mentor your startup, provide entrepreneurial coaching, connect you to key partners, and ideally provide some funding as well. Sadly, very few of them will touch game studios or have the right expertise network to be relevant. Tread carefully. Equity crowdfunding. Less common than the normal, rewards-based crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Equity crowdfunding offers an actual slice of your business, since this is a means to solicit investment in highly risky endeavors. Equity crowdfunding is heavily regulated and not necessarily legal in all countries. Angels are wealthy individuals who are investing their personal money. Generally, they want to feel like they can provide more value wisdom than just writing a check, and this often invest in the industries where they already have had success, along with expertise, connections, etc., that they can share. Angels are often hard to find, and usually do not reveal themselves or have a website. In some cases, they may belong to an angel network group organized on a city or regional basis, making it slightly easier to find them. Alas, it often requires deep personal connections and non-stop hustling to find suitable angels. Venture capitalists, VCs are professional investors and fund managers. Unlike angels that are investing their personal wealth, VCs are aggregating much larger investors, called limited partners, or LPs, into funds, and then investing on their behalf. Famously, many VC firms are located in Silicon Valley, but you can find VCs across the globe. These are generally well-run firms with professional staff. They have websites and often attend pitch and startup events. The challenge for game developers is that many VCs tend not to invest in the game industry, as they deem it too risky, and are not familiar with the operational complexities of running a successful game studio. Corporate venture funds, also referred to as strategic investors. Large corporations often manage an internal investment fund that allows them to invest in interesting innovative companies that are relevant to their business. While making sound financial decisions is still critical, the priority of doing a deal is more weighted toward the potential strategic value. An example would be if Intel's corporate venture fund invested in a startup making advances in quantum computing. Many large publishers, especially from Asia, have taken an aggressive approach to strategic venture investing.